Hi, welcome home to yourself. This is a continuation of the shoulder practices. So let's take a little time in the initial settling. If you turn the palms of your hands down in the settling, it can give you a little bit of a steer on how the shoulders and the arms are doing. You know, you might notice that one palm is heavier on the floor, one palm is lighter. Maybe one wrist is hitching away from the floor. Take your awareness around the shoulders, the back of the neck, the arm bones, wrists and hands, and just have a little explore, a little noticing, you know, how's it feeling? What's the relationship of that part of your body to the floor beneath you? Looking out for a sense of holding or restriction. Maybe there could be some aching or discomfort. So the first movement we're going to work with is the rotator cuff movement. So you bring your arms so that you've got them in the goalpost position. Okay, so you make sure that you've got your elbows at the heights of your shoulder. Okay, elbows at shoulder height, palms of the hands are turned towards the ceiling. If this goalpost position is a challenge for you and you end up with the hands dangling, then just put some blankets, cushions or something underneath, or just have a slightly wider position. So let me show you the movement first of all. So the movement's really simple. So you're going to extend, you're going to slide the knuckles along the floor as you extend the arm away and bring the elbow into a straight position. So you're taking the arm that you're sliding into a kind of 12 o'clock position, and then you're releasing it back down. I'm just giving you a little demo to start off with. And then this time as you slide, you turn your head towards the arm that you're sliding. Come to the 12 o'clock, and then you release back into your starting position. And then you can start to work one side to the other. So as I was saying, if this starting position of the goalpost is challenging for you, it's possible that extending the arm to 12 o'clock will also be a challenge. So my suggestion in that case would be, rather than taking the arm to 12 o'clock, maybe slide the arm out to a sort of 9 or 10 o'clock position, you know, so I'll give you a little demo of that now. So that could be that you slide the arm out on the diagonal and see if that's more manageable as you begin this movement. So this is a really good movement for releasing the upper trapezius, serratus anterior muscles, latissimus dorsi muscles. Good for releasing muscles on the front of the upper chest, the pec muscles there, you know, around the lymph glands and the breast tissue. And also, as you extend the arm away, turn your head in that direction, remember, as the arm extends to 12 o'clock. Press out through the heel on that foot, and then you'll get a psoas stretch as well. So let's go through a couple there. So sliding the arm to 12 o'clock, turning my face to look at that arm that's sliding to 12, pressing out through the heel of the foot on the same side. Kind of climbing the ladder sort of movement pattern. You can continue on with that, perhaps press pause and carry on with that movement for a little while longer. But otherwise, I'm going to bring you into a position where you now take your arms straight out from your shoulders. Okay, so again, just be careful that the arms are at shoulder height. Don't let the hands wander up to, you know, height of your ears or above. So T-shape your body and your arms, palms of the hands are turned towards the ceiling. So you have the knuckle side of the hand resting on the floor. Fingers are just gently curled at this stage. And the movement here is the trunk of the body stays really kind of settled and heavy on the floor. And you simply slide the knuckles of one hand along the floor out to the side and lengthen and open the fingers. and the palm, and then release. It's a pretty small movement, perhaps only just visible. I know one of my hands is out of shot, but maybe only just visible to your eye on camera. But although it's a small movement, it might be creating quite a strong sensation through the connective tissue of the arm. Imagine the connective tissue around the arm like a wrap of cling film. You're releasing all that tissue, all those connections. Maybe through the palm of the hand, the fingers, forearm, inner elbow, upper arm, and into the armpits, and maybe even into the front of the chest. Great to stay here and work like this. Another possibility is as you, for example, reach your right fingertips away from you, sliding the right knuckles along the floor, you turn your face towards the left. If that feels too strong, then stay with the head on the midline. And you can just press pause again perhaps and continue on with this movement, do a little bit more. As you come back onto the midline with your head, and just let your arms come down to the sides of the body, and we just have a little 10 seconds or so of just sensing the tissue of the biceps, front of the chest, palms of the hands, and the pads of the thumbs and the fingers. And then we'll move into the last little movement of this short sequence, and this is the old-fashioned typewriter. So you cross your arms in front of your chest, you're making a sort of rectangular shape. So you're holding the opposite elbow, either the crease of the elbow or the elbow point itself with the other hand. You're making that shape, forearm bones are side by side. And the movement is that you're just going to swing the elbows across the body from one side, arcing back across the midline and to the other side. Yeah. So the arms go from being a rectangle in the centre to like a parallelogram, as you swing across. So remember, this movement's called the old-fashioned typewriter. So the way the typewriter moves across as the keys are struck. Good. Okay. And then to complete this movement, as your elbows, for example, swing to the left, turn your face to look towards the right. So your face and your nose, opposite direction to the swing of the elbows. You're not lifting the head up, you're simply just sliding your head across the floor. Back of the skull's just sliding. So it's a really good idea to have a thin cushion or a blanket underneath you when you're working with the connective tissue in the Satya practice. This is a nice movement for the scalenes, the sides of the neck. Good for opening up the thoracic spine, upper back area. This is one of my favourite shoulder movements. We'll leave it there today, but if you want to carry on with that movement or go back and do a repetition of any of them or all of them, of course, and then you just come back as you finish, turn the palms of the hands down, and let's just have 10 or 15 seconds here, just in the corridor of awareness, just noticing how the arms, the upper back, the neck, flowing awareness down into the tips of the fingers and the thumb pads. And then when you finish your practice, it's really important to bend your knees, bring the feet onto the floor so they're grounded, and then roll over onto your side as you come up to sitting. So you roll onto your side and use your hands to bring you up rather than pulling yourself up from your head and your neck. And that's the end of the practice. Thank you.